Welcome to No Earth Activations with Raina. I didn't get to put up a video yesterday because I got a flat tire. And it's a hassle the way I have to get around now. But it is what it is. And I have been having problems with my tires for the past few days. I would say since Monday. And took care of it. It was fine for one day, and then the next day it was flat. And right now it's flat, and it takes me a while to get around now. And everybody says, speak your truth, be authentic. Well, that's what I thought I was doing. I don't know how to be phony, I don't know how to be fake, I don't know how to be not authentic. So I don't know what they're talking about when they say that. Maybe they could be more specific, or maybe they could describe exactly what they want to hear me say, that they say that I haven't talked about yet. Maybe they can be a little bit more clear so that I can understand them. And it's really cold here. But I think this is the state where I didn't think it would be cold here, but it is. And when you have enough food to last you maybe for a week out of the month, and then for the rest of the 3 weeks you're fasting, if you don't eat, you get cold really quick. And it's even more painful if you're not living in your own house and you're forced to live a certain way, and you're outside, and that's not fun either. And then when you're forced to wear clothes you would never even consider wearing, that, or you don't even pick out, that someone gave it to you that you've done sessions with at their house, and that doesn't really make you feel all that great either. I've been here every single day this year, and today is 11/22/22. It is a magical day. So I just wanted to make sure that I had a video up, because I tried to do it yesterday, but it was just one thing after the other. And I did put up videos, but I just didn't do what I'm doing right now. Excuse me. And then you hear people say, oh, well, you don't need this to do that. Well, sure you do, because every time when I tried to turn my life around financially, I tried so many different ways, so many different times, so many different things. In the end, it was always about the money. It was always about, okay, well, you can learn this for nothing, but then, it's, okay, well, what are you going to do if you don't have it? I don't like, when you tell a half-truth. But you can do this for free, and blah, 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 blah. And then you go and do it, and then when you try to create it, oh, it's this much. or 3 days free isn't enough, or you're almost about to create it and then at the last minute they ask you for more, and then you don't have it because you lost your job. Or you're on something and then they say, oh, but wait, one charges this, and but wait, one charges that. So how does that help somebody out who's in a situation where, okay, they stepped in to do something that they never done before, and they put all their heart and their soul, their money, their time, their attention, and focus, everything into it, and still they haven't been able to turn their financial life around. No matter how many times they tried, no matter how many different ways they did, no matter how many different things, it was all about the money because you didn't have it to do it. And so now you're forced to do things in a way that you don't really want to, because suddenly all that's gone. All the things that you had worked for, that found you, that you didn't even get to use yet, that were brand new, still with tags on it, or or your books, whatever, all your belongings you no longer have. You didn't even get the chance to use it. So that was such a waste of time and a waste of money, because that all went at once. And now what? Where's your home? Where's your car? Where's your money? Where's your things? Where's everything? Because if I had that, I could have turned it around already. And then, of course, if you had pets and plants, and then you had others who were involved who didn't even care about it, and then they went too. And so, it's just, you want to be really, really careful who you surround yourself with. And if you're around people with, say, you speak one language, and you're around people who speak another language, and they keep speaking to you in their language right in front of you and not telling you what they're saying. I know there's other ways of doing it, but it's not free. So you want to make sure that they have integrity, and that they're honest, and that they're truthful, and that there's loyalty. If there's no loyalty, there's no truth, there's no honesty, they have no integrity, then you really got to meditate and find out if this is the type of people you want to be around. And you never want to get involved with someone that says, I don't want you to work, I don't want you to do this, I don't want you to do that. Because what they're doing is they're trying to control your money. They're isolating you from everyone so that you have nowhere to turn. And then eventually, what do? They want to turn everyone against you because they're bribing them to do so. You want to be really careful with the company you keep, and you want to keep your eyes on your money. You want to make sure that it can't be taken from you. And if you're not using things that you don't have, it's just better to sell it and get rid of it. Me, I always had a plan for what I had, but I just didn't have the awareness of how to use it yet. And before I got to use it, it's all gone. So, going through this now, I see it's more important to really secure your money so that nobody else can take it from you. And you want to be sure that who you're around is trustworthy, that you can trust them, and that they have your back. Because if you were down and out, wouldn't you want to know if anybody that's around you, even your family, would be there for you? If somebody out of the blue decides to tell your family a bunch of stories and a bunch of lies that's not true about you, and they do secret recordings or whatever that's not that you didn't even know about, and making up lies just so that they can be bribed, wouldn't you want to know who your family really is? If you were down and out, wouldn't you want to know if they could be bribed to go against you? I mean, you really think about that. You want to make sure you're protecting yourself. Because any family that can be bribed, that goes against you, is not family. You're better off alone by yourself. And anybody that you're around that's constantly causing drama, that's constantly trying to talk your ear off about nothing and think that they have all the answers, all you do is meditate, and you bring that with you. Ask your heart, what's the truth here? Because your feelings never lie. And just because you think that you don't think a certain way, and you would never run into people that are that way, doesn't mean it's not going to happen. And just because you don't believe in, like, say, the dark or dark practices, doesn't mean it's not going on. And even though you may think, oh, that's such a waste of time, it's, why would anybody do that? And why would they do it to you? Doesn't mean they're not doing it. You don't know to the extremes that some will go to win at all costs. And how many people are involved, and how many people can be bribed. And that could start off at the court, in the police, in the banks, the hospitals. It could be everywhere. Everyone that they know, and everyone that they bring over from their country that they bribe. You want to make sure you keep your eyes and ears opened. And when people walk up to you and say, what are you doing with these people? And that's a red flag saying that they overheard them talking behind your back. And don't give them a second chance. Don't allow them to talk their way out of it when you've had people out of the blue who are business owners come over to you and say something to you because they heard something that you didn't. I'm just giving you scenarios so that you can better protect yourself and stay on top of it. Like throughout my sessions, you probably shouldn't do that. It's just better off that people meditate and bring it into their heart and see what their heart says. But I just like to, open the mind a little bit so that people can't pull the wool over your eyes. And try to come across a certain way wearing a mask when that's not really how they are. And it's best not to make excuses for the behavior of others, because you're only hurting yourself. It's best not to say, oh, they're having a bad day. No. If you see that, or they're lashing out in anger for no good reason, all the more reason just to leave that situation immediately. But you know what's best for you is when you take it to your heart. I just wanted to share that. And you know, if you're busy ignoring your feelings, that's like the worst thing you could do for yourself. If you're constantly distracting yourself and constantly keeping active and constantly keeping busy and you're not meditating, it's really important to meditate every single day. And it's also really important to have a guide. Because I know from what I learned, I couldn't have done it myself without having a guide. It's that important. You might think, oh, meditation is just easy. It's just, you could do it on your own. No. I mean, you could, but it's better off that you have someone to guide you. For reasons unknown to you. And isn't that motivation enough? Reasons that are unknown to you. And how are you going to find those that information that's unknown to you? Through meditation. It's not looking outside of yourself or listening to what the next person is saying to you, who's trying to manipulate you into believing them. It's about paying more attention to what you feel. And it's even deeper than that. That's just the beginning of it. And when you're meditating, you might think, oh, what am I doing? You know, what's going on here? And because you've never done something like this before. This isn't just like, you know, a simple meditation. If it was, then I would have gotten it immediately. There's so much that you don't know, and the only way you're going to find out is by trusting your heart, okay, and trusting yourself, loving yourself, and meditating, and having a guide to show you. This is why I say, I have mentioned over and over again, to get the book The True You by Erica Rock. I've also mentioned over and over again, it's important to do those sessions. And I've also mentioned to get the forgiveness prayers with Howard Wills. I wouldn't tell you this just for no reason. I'm telling you this because I've already been through it. And for me to share all that I've been through, I don't know how much you can handle. So I just wanted to share that with you. Say happy 11/22. It's a magical day. And I will see you next time. If you have anything you want to comment on, or you have any questions, you can email me at reinadhabsburg@gmail.com. If you'd like me to do an energy reading, send me a picture. If you want to do a group or a private, just send me an email. And please like, share, subscribe, because the more people that meditate, that go within, the better off because everyone that does this helps the planet tremendously. It raises not only your vibration, it raises the vibration of the planet. And by that information alone, that should be enough motivation, enough inspiration for you to commit yourself to those sessions, to reading that information that I just gave you. And if you'd like me to do a session, I'd be more than happy. I gave you my email, and hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. And I want to end it with a prayer that my guide shared with me. We love and bless all creations, and we love and bless all humanity. And I will see you next time.